So I'll get us kicked off. Welcome to the Community Cloud, everyone, and this is our summer release, and I'm happy to be sharing with you guys what we're going to be working on and what we've been working on and what we're going to be releasing this summer. As you may know, this Community Cloud is made up of 3 different product areas. The Communities, which is our one I'll be going through the demo on, our Chatter product, which is industry leading. Adrian will talk all about that, and Dave will finish up with Files, which is has a flexibility and scale that's absolutely staggering right now, and it's going to be a fantastic demo. And all 3 of these combined make up the Community Cloud, which is our fastest growing product here at Salesforce. This is all made possible, just as a reminder, based on the fact that we use the Salesforce One platform. So we build everything in the platform first. This means that we combine all the goodness of the system of record, the data, the business objects, the files. We combine that with a system of engagement, which is really based on the Chatter platform. That's the profiles, the Chatter layer, groups, and feed. So what that enables us to do is to let people interact with around these different business objects, the system of record, and it enables us to basically handle any use case the customers can throw at us. I'll be talking about a demo in the customer community use case. But we also handle partner communities and internal communities for employees really well too. And we have great examples of all of those. Excellent. Layered on top of all of these is our system of intelligence. And I'll be excited to talk about the custom recommendations and some of our other innovations that are coming out of the system of intelligence. What the system of intelligence really means is it's a way to surface data, people, and content that's relevant to users and push it to them automatically. And we're starting to open up some of those tools to our community managers as well. And I'll be walking you through that.
Excellent.
So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about a very long awaited new feature called feed editability. This is the ability to finally, I know, everyone's excited, you can finally edit the posts where you've either made a typo or you have some new information. It's a fantastic feature. We worked really hard on it. Adrian and I will talk about that today.
We're already using it internally, and I keep seeing emails from people saying, I love feed editability.
Then they go back and edit and say that you love it even more. We'll also be looking at knowledgeable people, not just the people up here on the stage, but we're going to also be looking at our new feature called Knowledgeable People, which I'll demo for you.
Excellent.
And we're going to look at our new Manage Topics UI. This is a new UI in the Community Management Console that allows users to manage their topics, community managers to manage topics. I'll be introducing custom recommendations. Adrian will take it over and she'll talk about action links, group notifications, and our new Users Digest. And then David's going to finish up with Files Connect for Google Drive, which is a fantastic new feature, as well as the famous swizzle in the ability to edit Office documents in Salesforce One, as well as syncing files from libraries to the desktop.
Sounds great.
Great files feature.
Yeah.
It is a great files feature. You're also going to talk about the roadmap, so that'll be something to stay tuned for. So with that, I will go ahead and get started with communities. And let me introduce our characters today. We've got some possibly familiar characters. We have Lauren Boyle. She's a Northern Trail Outfitters customer, and she's an avid mountain biker. So Northern Trail Outfitters, NTO, has a community, and she's very active in that community. She's one of the leading members there. So we'll start with her, and then we'll move over to Eric Ware. He's a community manager. He's also our service agent. So he wears 2 hats and wears them excellently. So we'll start off with Lauren Boyle, and I'm going to go ahead and start off on the mobile device. So
okay, great.
Move this out of the way. Okay, so what we see here is the Northern Trail Outfitters outdoor sports community. This is a fantastic community that's got 25,000 outdoor enthusiasts in it.
Wow.
And this is using one of our templates. It's really rich, it's really easy to set up, it's fantastic. Lauren's arrived here by basically just because she's bookmarked it on her phone. A lot of users will come in through SEO, or search engine optimization, through our leading search engine. And we've worked really hard to make SEO even better in this release. One of the things we changed in this template is we moved the Ask a Question button to the top. We got a lot of feedback from users. We also did our own user research design research, and found out that that was something that people really wanted to make it easier to create content. As you scroll down, you see the rich tiles, and these are easily updated by the community manager. They can upload photos, they can easily rename these. I actually did this, it took me less than an hour to do those. Below that on the front page, we see the leaderboard. Leaderboard is based on our gamification platform, and this really reflects the reputation of the different users in the community. Eric Ware, our Grizzly, has amazing reputation. He's at the top of the leaderboard because he's the community manager and he participates a lot.
Let's hope.
Exactly. And the different levels that are in the leaderboard are all easily customized by the community manager as well. Everything from an eagle down to the lowly marmot. We've also got trending articles. And this is our system of intelligence at work. It's helping surface the most relevant content for the members of the community. It also works with trending topics. So you'll see that mountain biking and the Serengeti, and it looks like there's some giraffe issues that are coming up in the community as well. No. And this is what's amazing about the algorithm. You never know what you're going to get in a community.
Never
it's
know
a
when
lively
the giraffes are
place.
gonna pop up.
Exactly. So today, Lauren is actually here because she's a regular member, but she was out over the weekend cycling, and she bent a wheel, which is not something you want to do. So she's going to go ahead and search for some content. And what's great about this is we have autocomplete. So basically, if there's content in there about articles or if there's discussions, she'll see those, and she's able to quickly click into them. What's important about this is in the service world, they call this deflection, because what they're really doing is you're deflecting people into an answer that's already created and reducing duplicate content.
People really want this. They want to be able to just get on and solve their own problem.
Absolutely. If they haven't arrived there from, directly from search engine optimization, they want to get into the content directly. In today's case, though, Lauren does not see what she wants, so she's going to go ahead and ask a question. And what I love about the next screen, even though it's a sort of boring login screen, is the fact that NTO is able to easily customize it. They put their logo there, they put a rich photo there. They're also able to integrate with social networks like Facebook and Twitter. Mm-hmm. So in the case of Lauren, she's linked her Twitter account, so it's a known thing, but today she's going to actually log in with her email address at yeehaw.com.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. And she's going to use her super secure password, which no one can see, I'm sure. So, as she logs in, a lot of the sites when you log in, they take you back to the home screen. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
What I love about this is it takes you back to where you were in your flow. It takes you right back to asking a question.
Very user-friendly.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And what she's going to do now is select a topic. She's going to post the mountain biking topic. And that's because we force everyone to ask a question into a topic area so that the content is much more discoverable. If you're following that topic, you'll see the questions, and you're more likely to answer it. So again, she bent her mountain bike wheel, and she did it because she hit a rock, unfortunately. Yep, coming down Hawk Hill, she bent her wheel on a rock. And one of the things you'll notice, speaking of our system of intelligence, is the fact that we've automatically performed entity extraction, and we've automatically extracted the two topics, mountain bike wheel and Shimano. Shimano is a popular brand of wheel, and that's already ready to go for her. She wants to add a photo. We have a brand new Summer 15 release feature here that's called Select a File. This is, I'll show it to you real quick. This is actually great for referring to content that's already in the community. So you can actually look at an image that's already in the community, perhaps giraffe related, perhaps not, or you can upload a photo, which is what she's going to do. The Select a File is a really great feature, and David's team worked on it really hard. It's a great feature for community moderators because they're able to easily refer to content that's in the community.
And use it to answer questions.
And answer questions, exactly.
Very handy, yeah.
So Lauren has found her bent wheel, and she's going to go ahead and post her question. And as the page refreshes, you see that here we are. She's got her post, and she takes a look at it, she rereads it, and she notices one thing. She's like, is there any hope of repairing it? And she notices she made a mistake. She put 2 R's in there. It's really only 1 R. So she's going to use our fantastic new summer feature, Edit.
Oh.
I know.
That's nice. I get a lot of people going to love it.
Good work on that one. Exactly, you did good work. All right, so she's going to go in there and she's going to quickly edit her post. She's going to save it, and you'll see that it's automatically reflected on the post, just like that, instantaneous.
Okay.
You'll also notice that the view-related case is prominently displayed here as a little suitcase symbol. That means that basically this has been escalated to a case for the service agent. And that's been done in the back end because they've set up a workflow rule saying that bent is a keyword they want to keep an eye on. And basically, anytime that word comes up, they want to create a case of it. They want to keep track of that. And they've noticed some bent wheels are coming through at NTO, so we're gonna talk about that later. I want to show you the case feed. This is a brand new feature in Summer 15 as well. And I'll walk you through what happened here, sort of reverse chronologically. So starting at the bottom of the feed, she posted that she bent a mountain bike wheel. She showed a picture of it. It was automatically escalated to a case. You see the case number here. And then NTO sent her a reply saying, hey, this is serious stuff. We're going to take a look at it, and send it back to her automatically. So this has already happened. It's all automated, and she feels pretty good about it. And now she can actually write a post back to this feed. This feed's all private to her, and she's able to actually update that post with additional photos or information now that she knows it's been made into a case. So it's an absolutely fantastic flow, and anyone who's ever had a public community where they're trying to get help, if you use Salesforce products, then you know that you're going to get help even faster. So when Lauren's in the community, she likes to take a look at the homepage. She likes to kind of browse through the different topic areas. As she scrolls down her homepage, now that she's signed in, she sees something that's a little bit different. First, she sees at the top here, My Feed, which is all based on the fact that she follows different topics and people. She also sees a new custom recommendations feature. And lo and behold, there's a recommendation on how to straighten a bent wheel. And she can scroll through here. This is all touch enabled on the mobile device. And she can look at different recommendations that are customized for the community. So the other thing she likes to do, since she spends a lot of time in mountain biking, she likes to spend a lot of time in that topic area. And this is also a great place where she's following it right now. She can take a look at the content in that topic area. Oh wow, looks like Ron Swanson's had a run-in that's enviable. Looks like someone's trying to ride his bike. So maybe a little bit too small for that particular giraffe, but good content. So she might take a look at him later, see if she wants to follow him. But as you scroll down to the bottom here, you see our trending topics. You understand now why there are some giraffe issues to address. But you also see our brand new module called Knowledgeable People. So these are the knowledgeable people that are not sitting at the desk next to me. These are the people in the community who are basically proving themselves to be the most worthwhile in this topic area of mountain biking. And the way that we're doing that is we're opening up a lot of the system of intelligence to new areas like knowledge. So if a user's been endorsed as knowledgeable for a topic area, or if they have created content and that's selected as best answer, those type of signals are the things that we're using in our algorithm to surface the knowledgeable people for this community. So it's a fantastic new feature, and it's available in summer 15. Now, unfortunately, she's not quite done with her service use case. So what I'd like to do now is switch over to Eric on the desktop.
Cool. So as you do that, I actually just want to touch on a couple things that you said that I really liked. I mean, putting my customer hat on. One thing that I'm really noticing about some of the things that you were talking about is that there just doesn't seem to be any more lost momentum.
Yeah.
If I'm a user and I need to just search for something, I don't want to authenticate first. I just want to get into a community. I want to search for the content that I want without having to take 10, 20 seconds to punch in a username.
That's right.
And then if I do have to punch in that username, it doesn't take me back to the home screen.
That's right.
So it just seems that there's just a lot geared towards making sure that we're capitalizing on momentum as much as we can and making for the effortless user experience to make sure that we're driving adoption to our communities as best we can.
Yeah, and we have a fantastic design research team. We also get great feedback from all the people who are watching right now in our success community, and we really take that to heart, and we try to implement that as quickly as we can into our community's product.
Great.
Yeah. So right now, I'd like to switch over to Eric. And Eric right now is our service agent. And what he's done is he's on the Service Console, which is an internal tool. He's looking at the Northern Trail Outdoor Sports case list. NTO Outdoor Sports is probably easier to say. Yeah, no kidding. As we refresh this, you'll see that there is a brand new case that's been created for Lauren Boyle for bent mountain bike wheel. Let's click on that, and we'll go in there. And a couple things I want to point out here. On the left side of the screen, you'll notice that Lauren Boyle, this is her profile, looks a lot different than the profile that we saw in the community. And this is her Twitter profile. I mentioned earlier that she's actually linked her accounts. And what this does is this gives the service agent a 360-degree view of the user. So if they're out there in the wild on Twitter talking about these products or this brand, they're able to see that here because it's linked. And it's a great way that they can actually interact with her directly on Twitter as well if they need to. The other thing I'll mention is that in the case feed, the same case feed that she saw on her profile in the community is reflected here in the Service Console as well. So Eric is able to see exactly the same information that she's seeing. He sees the original post, he sees the suitcase symbol, knowing that there's a case that's been created, and he sees the email that's been sent to her. And it's all here centralized in one place. It's fantastic. The other thing he wants to do is, he's working internally, and he's seen a lot of these issues, as I mentioned earlier. There's been some mountain bike wheel issues. So he's going to go ahead and they have a Tiger team called Bike Force that's been set up. It's an internal team, and they're an R&D team. They're looking at whether they can turn this problem into an opportunity to make better wheels. So another bent wheel, let's take a look. So he's going to go ahead and post that to the internal group. I'm going to have to learn to type faster. And you'll notice that it's only going to Northern Trails. It's not going back to the community. It's just going to this internal team.
Excellent.
So I'm going to share that. And the other thing he wants to do is kind of close the loop with Lauren. He knows that she's actually just purchased this wheel and it's still under warranty. And he wants to make sure she knows that. So Lauren, you're still under warranty. And since this is good news, and this question might come up again and again in the community, he has a choice to either post it privately to her on her customer case, or he can post it directly to the community itself. And he wants to make it public because it's a good news situation.
Yeah.
Now, one other thing I'll mention is that on the right-hand side here, there's suggested articles. These are articles from our knowledge base. These are the same articles that are being surfaced in the community through our trending articles engine.
Excellent.
So he could easily attach something here to kind of give her a tip. In this case, he's just going to say she's under warranty and answer the question. And we'll go back and look at that later. Now, the other hat that he wears is the community manager hat. So I'm going to switch over to the community management console.
Okay.
And we've made some great new changes in the community management console, or CMC as we call it internally sometimes. And really what this has become is the hub for community managers. So this is our overview page. It's brand new. And what we've done here is we've made it easier than ever to take a look at what is important. The URL is important, the community builder is important, as are things like the release notes, getting set up, getting going quickly. Really important, we put those front and center. And you'll also notice some of my colleagues there in the last release readiness video are right there. The other thing that is fantastic about the new overview screen is the fact that we put links directly to the success community. So you can, if you're a community manager, you can go and engage with the other community managers, and you can share best practices easily. And so we've really made that a big part of this new overview screen.
Excellent.
Now, as a community manager, you want to keep track of your metrics. You want to see how the community is doing, if it's growing, if it's what's trending, whether it's giraffes or other things. And in this case, we've added some new great content to the dashboards. My favorite is, it sounds a little nerdy, but it's actually great. It's user licenses. So what happens is if you have a really successful community, it grows quickly, and you want to make sure that you're not actually outgrowing your user licenses with Salesforce. We don't want to make that a secret, and we're not going to cut you off overnight. There's a long grace period that we give you. But this is a great way that we make it transparent for you to track what's going on with the user licenses. Yeah. It's a brand new feature for summer 15. As always, we have moderation still, but I want to spend some time on our new feature called Topic Management. Now, Topic Management is a brand new release for summer. And why this is important is because a lot of times, there's a lot of organic content that's being created in any community. And that content can be fantastic, or it can be that there's misspelled words or other things that you need to take care of as a community manager. So there's a little bit of housekeeping.
I imagine people are creating slightly different variations of the exact same topic, right?
That's right, yeah. And sometimes it's not even on purpose. In this case, what a community manager wants to do is merge those topics together so they're easier to find. And so you're actually centralizing a lot of the content around these topics. So what Eric noticed is that somebody loves giraffes but doesn't know how to spell it. So he's going to go ahead and get the giraffe.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's just make sure it's not me in this demo. And he's going to merge giraffe with two R's and two F's into the correct spelling. And the minute he hits merge, he gets a pop-up saying, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because you can't undo it." And all of a sudden, we have just one giraffe. We've got a lot of giraffe issues still, but we have only one giraffe. And there it is. So what's happened there is all the content, that was associated with that misspelled entity or topic has now been merged into the correct one.
Brilliant.
It's a great new feature, and it really does help power a lot of the system of intelligence that's going on behind the scenes. The next thing I wanted to show you is our new recommendations engine. Recommendations are brand new, and a community manager can easily set these up. So let's take a look at how he might do that. Easily go in here and open it. I'm actually not going to set it up right now, just in the interest of time. I want to make sure my colleagues get plenty of time. But basically, you go in, you give it a name that's easily identified. You can upload an image, and honestly, I normally do this during the demo. It takes about 60 seconds, but in the interest of time, that's how you do it. It's fantastic and very exciting. We still have reputation. This is all customizable. From the salamander to the grizzly, the community manager can customize it. And this is all based around points that are in the community as well that he can customize. Last thing I'd like to show you in the community demo is the community builder. And one of the new features in Community Builder this release is the fact that we now have a sandbox. The Community Builder acts like a sandbox in a lot of ways because you see what's going on the fly. It's a fantastic tool that you can change the branding quickly. For example, you can change the color, you can change the font, you can change your logo. It's really easy to use. Even I can use it. You can also go into the page editor and quickly change the properties of something like the search box. So if you want to say, instead of search for anything, you want to say, ask a question, you can do that. And it's reflected right here, if you can spell it. And you can preview it. And you can also preview it on multiple devices, because everything we make is responsive. That means you can preview it automatically on all these devices to see what it's going to look like.
This is fantastic.
It's a great, great feature. And if he's happy with it, if he's happy with the new blue buttons, he can publish it and take a look at it. So let's go ahead and take a look at that community and make sure everything went live. So voila, we have blue buttons, we have ask a question at the top. Eric Ware is thrilled. Our user Lauren is excited because she's got a new wheel on the way under warranty. And that's basically the end of our demo. One last thing I want to just finish up with is going back to the slides real quick. We have the true to the core as well I wanted to mention. And in the true to the core, we've got 5 new features I want to briefly mention. One is the ability to create and edit reports. These are role-based permissions, so now external users can do this. This is a great new feature that's been requested. We have enhanced workflows for external users. This is a really great feature for especially for use cases like certifications, things like that. Yeah. Another thing that we can do is we can turn on case lead assignment rules more intuitively. Another partner use case that we've satisfied is the ability to create and edit campaigns, so you can actually mass email your contacts and leads.
That would be very useful for our partner networks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And last but not least, custom 404 pages, which unfortunately they happen, and now you can actually make them look like your own.
You could put a giraffe on any 404 page.
You can giraffe it up, exactly.
Excellent.
That's it for me.
Awesome. Well, I know I have tons of questions based on what you said, but this really isn't about me. This is about our customers. So in the interest of serving them, let's find out what they're asking. Elna, what's going on in the Twitter sphere?
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, actually, a lot of people are excited about the ability to edit posts and comments, definitely, and some of the gamification and the user license management. Very popular today. And also, there's a great question from Marty asking about if there's a time limit after you edit a post. Or is there a time limit when a posted question is editable, no longer editable, in other words?
Is there a time limit? I'll let you answer this because you love this product.
No, yeah, absolutely love this feature.
And built it.
The answer is no. You can edit the post anytime.
Great.
As long as the permissions have been set up to do so.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, one other question for you. How do the custom recommendations work exactly? How does it know what to recommend?
So right now, it's at the network level. So the community manager is really drawing on the expertise and the intelligence inside the community. And what we've done is we've basically unlocked a lot of the back-end features and algorithms that were previously locked down, and we've exposed those to the community manager. So as we go forward, we're going to actually open up the ability for the system intelligence to target individual users or groups as well. It's a really, really powerful feature.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.